Hey everybody, and welcome back to another edition of Ask an AppSec Engineer. So today's question is, what is the hardest part of being, or the most challenging part of being an application security engineer? And to be honest, that's subjective. It depends on how mature your processes are, your program is, what stage you're at. So it just, what projects you have, it just varies. Right now, one of the most challenging pieces at work is developing certain processes that align with what we already have going. For instance, I'm supposed to find a way to keep track of the tickets and making sure that no ticket slips through the cracks for when we're remediating or tracking remediation for the developers. And that has been such a slippery process because developers have different ticketing systems. They have different processes, different sprints, different communication channels. Sometimes you have to talk to the project manager. Sometimes you have to talk to the director first. That's one of the most challenging pieces, is trying to streamline our processes as well as the developers and make sure they maintain alignment with one another, and that you're not causing any burdens, and that you keep that open communication and make sure nothing slips in the cracks, while also maintaining a positive reputation with said team. So that balancing act is probably like the most challenging thing that I have right now, on top of implementing a SaaS solution that we have, and getting the developers onboarded and integrated into that process and actually using it. And yeah, I would say that's probably the most difficult thing that I've had to do thus far in this project. Other times, the hardest thing was actually creating the program from scratch. I actually did that in another organization by myself. So it just depends on how big your org is, how big your team is, the challenge, and what your projects are. And that's pretty much it. I think that falls in line with a lot of cybersecurity folks, is just trying to incorporate processes, and then also just doing these projects, these major projects, because a lot of what I do is not day-to-day tasks. Every other month or every quarter, really, it feels like I'm doing this major project, something that seems like it was going to be like, okay, I just have to do this one little thing, like write a script. Okay, great. But outside of manual pen testing, outside of chasing remediation, there's like these little nuances that become projects. These little small things that become projects, like, oh, we need a new SaaS solution. Great. Or what led to that new SaaS solution was, oh, we can't do this with this SaaS solution. We can't do that with that SaaS solution. We need this whole new process, or we need to integrate something and incorporate blah, blah, blah. And now you realize these little small things turned out to be a major project that you are now on. And now, next thing you know, you're running a proof of concept, or what they call now proof of value, for other SaaS solutions. So, or static code analysis solution. So yeah, that's all I have for this one. Pretty short. Like I said, the most challenging piece depends on the maturity of your program, your projects that you have in scope currently, the size of your team. It could range. So I would say, in my experience, it's the balancing act of keeping a positive reputation and open communication with the developers, while also trying to stand your ground and say, hey, this needs to get done, but in a nice, gentle way. So I hope that helps you in your journey in becoming an AppSec engineer, and I'll talk to you next time.